problem is physique, girl. Well, I feel like mine is not sexually attracted to me.
I'm very uncomfortable when you're wearing short clothes. Let's just say half naked, too much skin is showing.
You're gaslighting me right now, bro.
Your words are disrespectful.
You're being a master manipulator.
Okay, so guys, after watching episode 3 of MAFS, I was just like, I think we have some people who are on the wrong show. Nkhululekho should have gone to Pastor Wants a Wife. Then Porschia should have gone to Love Island or Date My Family rather. Makoto, guys, I think it's just pretty clear that girl, Uya actor, she should try to audition for Aboshaka Ilembe or The River. And lastly, Tshepo, guys, you should go to Mnakwetu. I don't know, guys, if I'm the only one that's feeling this. At this point, I'm getting exhausted with Tshepo topic. Salibonani, hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel where I give you updates and reviews of reality TV shows. This is our update and review of MAFS Mzansi episode 3. So please watch until the end of this video because as usual, your girl got a lot to unpack. Let's dive into it. So the first couple we're gonna talk about is Palesa and Tshepo. So on the episode, we saw Palesa and Tshepo at a spa for their honeymoon phase, and Tshepo brought up the issue of polygamy. He told Palesa that he believed in polygamy and he thinks polygamy have its place in the society. Palesa openly told him that she doesn't believe in polygamy and she doesn't advocate for it, and also it doesn't have a place in your world. Tshepo wrapped up their conversation by promising Palesa that he's gonna stash the idea of polygamy. So in Tshepo's decision, the producer of the show asked him if he want Tshepo and he said he couldn't answer the question at that moment. Okay, so guys, the first thing that crossed my mind is that this guy failed to secure one wife for himself. He had to reach out to the show and the experts literally found him a match, and instead of him focusing on getting to know his new bride, he was busy thinking of polygamy. I was just like, hey Baba, is Tshepo okay? Is he smoking something bigger than him? Because what is all this? I just feel like the timing was so wrong. This was their honeymoon phase and Palesa was supposed to enjoy being with him, not to be stressing about him wanting a second wife. It was literally a distasteful conversation to have during honeymoon, and Tshepo failing to provide an answer to the producer. I personally think deep down he really wants Tshepo. I just loved how Palesa stood your ground and told him that she doesn't want anything to do with polygamy, and she also made him to make an oath that he will love ye alone and forget about the bad spirit of Tshepo that wants to ruin his marriage. Guys, this Tshepo topic or storyline is now becoming like a trend in reality TV shows, and it's now tiring. And to make matters worse, Tshepo favors men. Women in polygamous marriages are going through the most in silence. Moving on to our next couple, let's talk about Nkhululekho and Makoto. So guys, Nkhululekho and Makoto, they are so exhausting. Like, their marriage is just a child's play. Since day one, they have been fighting like cat and mouse. So on the episode, we saw Makoto and Nkhululekho at the gym, and it was their second day of honeymoon. After their gymming session, they had a conversation, and the conversation didn't end well. It went south. So Makoto asked Nkhululekho for them to talk about the fight they had in the early hours of the morning, and she went on to ask him to clarify on what he said about his stopping going to clubs. Nkhululekho went ahead to explain to Makoto that spirituality doesn't mix with the clubs, it's water and wine. He went further to tell her that even if she's to get a gig to make an appearance in the club, since she's in the entertainment industry, she must decline. In her diary session, Makoto said if they are having these small little fights now, what's going to happen in the future? She really don't want to waste his time. At the same time, we got to see them meeting up with a therapist for a therapy session. I just loved how the therapist dealt with their issue. She's very good at what she does. She literally dig deep into their past traumas, and she instructed them to take out everything in order for them to release the pain, and she went on to do her best to help them get past it. So guys, I personally think Makoto and Nkhululekho are failing to build a strong marital foundation, and both of them are going to get at a point where they're going to be exhausted of fighting, and that's going to be the end of it. I don't see this marriage lasting. It's just a waste of time. Like Nkhululekho and Makoto are failing to reach common ground, and one can never take them serious. Like I said in my previous video, that they are two strong characters, and judging by the way they are handling situations in their marriage, I don't see it working out. It requires effort and understanding from both individuals. For two strong characters to build a successful relationship, it's not about one person being dominant and the other submissive, but rather about finding a balance and appreciating each other's strengths, and also being willing to compromise and find solutions that work for both partners is vital. I personally think Nkhululekho is a spiritual manipulator. He totally wants to change Makoto to be a submissive wife and a woman of God. He's a control freak. It's so wrong of him to impose his beliefs on Makoto, and also Makoto ain't ready to compromise, and this is actually a mess. It's like the production meshed them together for drama for the show's ratings. After their therapy session, I just thought that we're going to see a change, because the therapist did an exceptional job, but instead it got worse. I don't know what to say anymore about this couple, but I'm 100% sure that there is no light at the end of the tunnel for Makoto and Nkhululekho's marriage. Moving on to our third couple, let's talk about Porschia and Ubongani. So on that episode, we got to see Porschia calling his sister to chit-chat about Bongani's looks. So I just loved the advice Portia's sister gave to her, that she should give Ubongani a chance and hear him out, or maybe she should try to build a friendship with him first. Portia went on to ask her sister that doesn't she think Bongani looks like they're dead, and her sister agreed that yes, he does, and that's what she even told their mom. And apparently Portia was raised by a single mom, and she ain't so close to her dad. In wrapping up their conversation, Portia's sister gave Portia a word of advice that it doesn't work if one person pull back from the start, but if both parties are in it to give it a try, then eventually it will work. I think we can all agree, Ukusi, that was solid advice indeed. It's now left on Portia to put it into practice or not. Meanwhile, we also saw Portia meeting up with one of the experts. She requested to see the expert to understand why she was paired with Ubongani. So Portia explained to the expert that she and Ubongani, they have similar personality, but she's failing to connect with him because he's just not her type of attraction. She went ahead to tell the expert that she's trying so much to get to know Ubongani since she dated her type and it didn't work out. So she is just at a point where she is asking herself whether she is settling or not. So the expert advised Portia to go back to Ubongani and take a couple of pictures with him and go through the pictures and eliminate the pictures that won't be appealing to her until she's left with 3 appealing pictures, and come back to another expert to show him those 3. He went further to say to her he just want to give her an opportunity to see what they saw for them to couple her up with Ubongani. Okay, so to dark and handsome guys, Nikona, your attention is needed. Yeah, oh, Portia is looking for you guys, left, right, and center. Can you just please, I beg, guys, come to our rescue? Because, yeah, we're getting annoyed. Oh, Portia is now boring us with this looks thing, especially me. I personally think it ain't wrong for Uposha to be vocal about her preferences, but going around saying somebody's son is ugly, and when she look at him, she just feel like covering her eyes. That's so vile and mean. You can say that about another human being. I'm just thinking that how is Ubongani feeling watching all this? I don't know if I'm blind, but looking at Ubongani, I don't see anything wrong with his looks. He ain't ugly, and he can never win Mr. Ugly competition if it's to be held. I just think Uposha is just being childish, and the fact that she's very much aware Ukuti, she dated your type and it didn't work out. I just don't know why she's failing to realize that maybe things might work out for good between Yena and Bongani. Okay, so let's talk about our fourth couple, the last but not least, Nellisa and Themba. So far, Nellisa and Themba is the only couple that seems to be enjoying their marriage. They are cruising so nicely. Kumnandi kwa love lives here. Their ship is sailing smoothly, and I just love it for both of them. They are so matured. They know what they want. They ain't on the show for the wrong reasons. So on the episode, we got to see them enjoying their honeymoon phase, and there is one thing that caught my attention. The conversation they had in regards to Nellisa's alcohol consumption. So Themba told Nellisa that he doesn't mind her drinking alcohol, but she must have a limit. He went ahead to put it straight to her that once she starts having drinking problems, he's gonna bounce because he used to date someone, and after drinking she would send him 40 minutes voice notes or calls, and she would tell him whatever using big words which she weren't comfortable with. So he don't want that again. He went further to tell Nellisa that so far she loved everything about her, but he doesn't want her to get where his ex was. Okay, so guys, I think Nellisa and Themba did good by addressing the alcohol issue, and the fact that Themba literally unpacked the reason behind him not wanting Nellisa to drink without a limit. I personally think that's literally fair. Going forward, Nellisa is gonna drink knowing fully that there should be a limit. That's what marriage is all about, communicating and compromising. Guys, that is all that I had in this particular video. That was all about the highlights of MAFS episode 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have got your own opinion, your own observation, your own perspective, your own whatever, please don't hesitate. You know what we do here. Kindly go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section box down below. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There is nothing to wait for, so please kindly do subscribe to join this beautiful family. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and also share it. Bye for now.